All right, here we go. Oh, okay, never mind. Thought we were ready. CLOUD9 having a couple sound issues here. Looks like we're all having sound issues. That's good. Oh, I'm glad Pugna is getting some love, though. I feel like Pugna is just.
I love Pugna.
He's just been buffed and
always
buffed.
makes fun of me for it.
I like him because he's high risk, high reward.
Yeah.
He's squishy as hell. He likes to fight early. He likes to take take aggression towards the enemy team.
He's been buffed like nothing but buffed like 6 times in a row or something. It's been a long time since he's been
just
remotely
badass,
nerfed.
dude. He's like this little midget skeleton, but he's got that cool cape going on, you know.
He reminds me a lot of.
Does he have the immortal?
Nope. Oh. No, I don't think so.
He can definitely afford it.
It's not the immortal, right?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
It's a ward.
I haven't seen it yet.
Looks like Vici may consider aggro try here. Axe in the safe lane. So they are trying to anticipate the offlane brood. So Axe can get the matchup that he wants. And it looks like it may be successful. LD headed to the top.
No, I'm right here, dude.
Oh. Maybe that's why they picked it. They knew you were casting.
Is it going to be Drow mid? He looked like he was heading around the mid. I don't think so. Pugna really needs levels. So I've seen him run in a tri lane a lot, especially by Alliance, but we'll see. TBD. Maybe they want to see the matchup first.
If it is a Pugna mid, what do you think about the Rubik, Dro, Visage aggro try?
I mean, it's 3 range with the Drow.
Very scary. They are a bit squishy, but at the same time, tri lane against people like can be hard.
I wonder if he's going to lift it.
Panda's in trouble. Yeah, there's your telekinesis. They pull it back. They'll get it down to about half health. Quite a bit of damage on.
Ooh, no stout. That is bolt.
I was like, oh, oof. That's why he's taking so much damage.
Man, I saw one time I watched this lone druid player who had a stout on his hero the whole entire game instead of his bear. And
well played.
It was sad. His bear kept dying. He's probably like, why did my bear keep dying?
Gee, I wonder why. Okay, so iceiceice will go safe lane. It looks like CLOUD9 a 2-1-2 coming out perhaps.
He just doesn't care. He's like, I'm going to take this bounty rune, and you're not stopping me. And with the call, they'll get the double bounty rune, and he walks away.
It's worth it.
He didn't take too much damage there. That's
You get half a level, dude.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Call is really good this game.
Oh, so we'll be Howen mid. I don't...
This is quite the audible.
It looked like they were setting up for it before, but I think most teams would run Pugna mid, just because Pugna can just seize your tower constantly. Beastmaster can't do that much about it, and also Pugna has a lot better rune control. But Hao will be able to secure a lot of farms and levels, and it will help out his tri lane because he will get a lot more agility.
They also blocked the pull camp, which means if they pull the wave and get a double wave going, hold that.
Wow, Misery in a lot of trouble already. Huge damage. It's a first blood. FY draws it again. Big Daddy wrapping around the backside though. EE taking big burst damage. So they're going to get 2 out of this. EE, he may live, but now it's Big Daddy on the run. The bear doing what little he can. 2 low health heroes, and they'll live. Just a 1 for nil, but that was a strike
really sick lift by FY. He like lifted him. He anticipated where he was going to be and lifted him in a terrible, terrible position for him to be caught out. And now he has to have less than ideal illuminates.
Yeah, that was a pretty good one, but
Boy, still gets hit.
They blocked the camp as well, which means if C9 doesn't deward this, they can go for a pull a bit later with the first catapult, and then they have a double wave or like 1.5 waves going in.
Wow, what an illuminate.
With
it's all 3
as well.
That's beautiful. Ice shards almost knock off the solve, but FY will keep it.
This illuminate seems like it's the main tool they're going to have against the pressure.
Envy still doesn't have a single last hit though. At the very least, they're doing a good job keeping the bear off the creep wave.
And like we talked about, this is a hero you want to dominate the lane, not just sit back and trade or...
Did Brood go for Spiderling?
Oh, hold that thought right now, and now it's Envy that's in trouble. Damage coming his way as Ice 3 throws out a pause. Balat does not approve. I love having the Russian casters so nearby. iceiceice is hungry.
Wants this kill.
What did skill build did Brood go for? Okay, you went Broodlings. You'll see some go Bite versus Axes. It's curious.
So does Envy die here? I think they have the damage. Oh yeah, it's a dead Druid. This time Super gets credit for the kill.
Are we sure that wasn't a psychological pause there? Let him rue his last moments on that life.
You can never be sure, LD. Bata gets a regen.
Vlad's still laughing. I don't know about why. He's cackling.
I think he thinks that iceiceice was trying to rub it in a little bit.
It's possible. Beastmaster is starting to dominate that mid lane, though. He's winning hand against the Drow. I guess a slightly difficult lane for the Drow Ranger, at least early on.
It is.
Beastmaster has really huge base damage.
And he has a sick attack animation.
And he's 3 heroes, basically, with these 2 4s early on. Good news is they have the Axe versus Broodmother matchup. This is something they can look to farm a lot on iceiceice, and Bone can't really pressure him directly. At best, they're just going to be trading farm here, it looks like.
Oh, level 2 Gusts.
That's...
You usually see Frost Arrows very early so you can harass him in lane, but he's going...
It's a more defensive build, it feels like.
Yeah. Is he saving a skill point?
No, he has 1 point in stats.
Nice. Easy stats.
Aggro try, still going pretty well here. Pugna farming nicely. Lone Druid still getting nothing. Envy has 1 last hit right now at 3 minutes. Maybe he'll get a couple here under the tower, but this aggro try seems more than successful for Vici so far. Super's getting decent CS.
Yeah, what does Tusk do here? I'm still
could try to gank mid. I feel like that's the main lane that can be pressured.
Well, they did manage to de-ward at least one of the sentries.
But not the Observer, and they're going to try to gank the bear now. Vici with the Grave Chill coming out.
Might have the damage.
Oh, this is really bad. He doesn't have it for 80 seconds.
300 gold for Fenrir.
And experience.
And the experience, yeah. And they're aggressive tri-laning. That is gigantic for Vici.
Well, at some point, Fada's going to try and take over this lane, though. Nighttime's right about to hit. Let's see what rune he gets. This could be the lane changer.
Hoping for something aggressive here. It's a
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
And an illusion down bottom. Yeah, not the runes he wanted. Moosery. Oh, look at this from FY. He's going to eat through the trees. Still gets hit by the Illuminate. I like the thought process, but not happening.
He looked like he was close to going for that lift drop back.
Yeah.
And die.
Cool idea.
I'm surprised they didn't put a ward behind the tower, since they're playing so aggressively. Maybe they couldn't get it off.
They have one. I think it's blocking the pull camp there, or is it?
No, it's just one vision.
Side?
Ideally, you want it under the tower so you can see exactly where Coddle is and then keep lifting him.
Oh yeah, here we go. Snowball in on 2. Illuminate connects on 2 as well. Fenrir very low, but they've dropped Big Daddy in a matter of seconds. Fenrir barely lives. Super. Oh, the plays.
Nice.
Oh my gosh, it's only a 1-0, but Vici making it happen.
Super with the plays.
That was so impressive.
Fenrir just limps away. Looks like he'll just suicide to the neutrals here. Spends his money.
Already spent his gold. Yeah, he's in good shape.
Done.
And meanwhile, you've got an Axe versus Brood. That's just not a matchup Brood can win. It's at best you just trade and...
He can win it without the Spiderlings.
It looks like
I mean...
Brood's doing okay. 17 last hits.
Then you're a Brood with no Spiderlings in the mid game. You have to really dominate
You
the
get
lane.
a lot of levels, though. I think like at 8, you can start transitioning into it. It's not that bad. I've seen Padrino do it.
But this build just feels... I mean, he just finds the Spiderlings. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I mean...
There's like...
This is a really bad scenario, though. At least with the incapacitating bite, you can't feed the Axe.
Yeah.
Look at his CS. He has 50, and Broodlings give a lot of experience and gold, so...
Yeah, I mean, compare those to Treants. It's just like... buckets of gold.
Look at this Axe's farm. He can have like a 7-minute blink dagger if this keeps up.
And again, they have 3...
Wow.
Potentially 4 melee heroes, depending on what form the Lone Druid's in, and you can call the bear.
Yeah.
Keeper needs some
really
armor.
good axe.
Keeper only has 1 armor right now. Usually you'll see a ring of protection for Tranquil, but...
All he has is a mango.
Yeah, Visage just hits him for like a 5th of his HP, and Visage is not that strong. I mean, with precision armor, yeah, but...
What? All these little traps that Vici gave me, like they come from the south through the trees, from the north they're trying to sneak their way in. Hello, it's me, Fenrir.
The wraparound, Misery in some trouble. It's an easy pick-off.
The early stats are really showing themselves now. Yeah. Plus 35 damage.
Now you can definitely agree that this was the right choice for Vici.
It felt like Vici knew once Drow gets 6, even if we're not dominating already, we can start to take over it. Then on top of that, they get those early kills. This is... How do you turn this around? CLOUD9, they have some deep push, but once Axe gets a blink, you only have really that snowball.
You don't let it die again.
Oh,
they can't protect it.
I don't think it can live here. Soul Assumption is too much. It's another kill down for a minute.
Go jungle with the Lone Druid. Go keep the lane alive with Coddle. I think probably the best choice.
I mean, right now Tusk is only level 2. Lowest level on Vici is 4, and that's the Visage. Right now I feel like this Tusk is just kind of a non-factor. There's just not much Big Daddy can do.
It seems like it's going to be all on Fada on the Beastmaster. If he can make some huge plays, maybe he can start turning this game around, but Brood's not going to win bottom. They clearly can't win top.
They need someone to come in and kill this Drought Ranger. I always actually say Drought Ranger's a very weak point in this draft, but he's been having the time of his life as mid. Been catching up in CS. EE doesn't have Bear for another 30 seconds. I
like this build that Hal went for as well. It's the triple Wraith Band on Dro. Gives him some nice stats, but also just helps buff up his team in the early phase like this to get that little bit of extra damage.
169 damage.
Yeah, very nice.
And he's one. Look at all that delicious gold of iceiceice. He wants it so bad.
His dreams are coming reality here. About 100 gold off the Blink Dagger. I mean, he's
the thing is, like,
Bird
cuts the wave, and then X just tanks the wave, so you don't actually ever press.
You're supposed to be able to out-economize him, though. You're supposed to be able to take the jungle as well as skip the creep. So,
but he just got too many spiderlings. It felt like
he really did.
The Bear again, telekinesis. Will they have the damage this time? It doesn't seem like it. Ice shards, they fly over, but EE just gets dropped in a matter of seconds. Now the snowball onto FY, still trapped inside the ice shards. But where's the damage coming from? Then Coddle just gets obliterated. Now iceiceice showing off the Blink Dagger on 2. Big Daddy gets chopped. Fada in trouble. Rubik even denied by the neutrals. Oh, it just keeps getting worse for CLOUD9. It'll end as a 1 for 4, a half for 4.
Jesus.
What a disaster.
That's one of the most demoralizing fights.
I don't even want to see the graphs after this.
Oh, my.
Sick rotation by iceiceice.
That was really nice.
Wow.
Honestly, they didn't even need him. Like, they'd already traded evenly, even if the rest of the players died. That was just brutal.
I mean, for me, it was how fast that Coddle died that just summarized that fight. He just got 2 shot. Just fell apart.
He was literally at half health. He took a soul assumption and 1 auto attack, and he died.
Whew. Bone, he's getting some decent farm relative to the rest of his team. He's got his Midas. Is that enough, though? Berserker's call? No, gonna save it for now.
The dance for the tower kill. Bone 7, not interested in party.
7,500 net worth. The lead for VG
almost
at 9 minutes.
1,000 gold per minute advantage being gained right now.
That's a benchmark for ownage.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Not quite, but I'm... Also, their lineup, I feel like, I don't know, it almost feels like they have to be ahead, to be honest. There's not really as much obvious synergy as what Vici have.
I think Bone should be able to get this tower kill down bottom. It's very close to deny range. Good comes out the mid.
And they stole the Bear. They're going to look to push now. They've got Pugna, they've got Drow Aura, they've got a tank for the tower, they have the Blink Axe.
Now, does the Bear stick around if he steals a new spell?
I believe it dies.
It should die. I hope it dies. If not, that's insane.
I think it sticks around.
Really? That's a great steal, though. Not one you see very often.
I actually don't know.
Big plays from
Now that you've said that, I'm questioning myself.
I'm just not sure. It's so rare you see a Rubik steal the Bear summon.
Well, even just having 1 Bear is ridiculous. Like, look at this. They're going to take the tier 2 mid.
Dire's middle tower
they aren't even with their Axe. Axe is just off in the jungle right now, and there's nothing CLOUD9 can do about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, nice. They're on Bear action.
Uh-oh. Oh,
they're gonna kill it again!
They're just farming this Bear. It's almost more valuable than hero kills at this point. 300 gold. It's on cooldown for 2 minutes.
Is that 3 or 4 Bear kills now?
I think at least 3. I've lost track, yeah. Oh, Bone 7 caught by iceiceice. Doesn't have the RNG on the spins. Won't be able to get him into Culling Blade threshold. But he does have a Sentry Ward. They see him in the tree line.
And meanwhile, Visage into the Roche pit, it looks like. With the Drought.
With the Medallion as well. Easy.
Vici Gaming just feels like they have CLOUD9 completely figured out this series. Every move is working. Now another dunk. iceiceice taking down the Brood, and they will take the Roche.
CLOUD9, they are in big trouble here. Look at that net worth chart. You've got 4 of the Vici heroes floating towards the top, and even Rubik, he's not that far behind the leading farmers on CLOUD9. Tried and tested.
I mean, it is their first usage in 6.84, but to be fair, Vici Gaming, it's not like they're new to Drought Visage. They were running this all the time in, I think it was 6.82. A lot of Tiny IO, a lot of Drought Visage right after TI4, and it's something you're probably not expecting at first 2 picks all the time, because Vici haven't been running it, but they always have it up their sleeve.
Yeah, I mean, reminds me of Red Bull, fresh in my memory. First game, secret. Drove Visage opener, and they won that game. I mean, Visage is very strong on this patch, no doubt about that.
The Pugna feels like a really nice touch to this draft, where they know with the Drow that they have a hero that can make any lane setup with a Pugna a lot stronger. He helps them push, gives them a little team fight.
Big Daddy in a lot of trouble. Snowball to try to get away, but the Bear locks him in place, and Tusk,
wow,
it's taken down.
He's killing Rubik plus summons.
Well, to be fair, he's got a bear and a couple of gargoyles.
He truly is the Grand Magus right now. It's like commanding an army of summons to do his bidding.
This Coddle's still not quite level 6.
I mean, Cloud9, it seems like they have to resort to desperate measures right now. Rats,
Brood can't carry, though.
Backstep.
Not versus this. Like, I already think
Brood can't carry. Lone Druid's completely shut down.
Oh, nice. Guardian Greave rush on the Pugna. Now, this is a different take on item builds here.
I like Guardian.
Well, we saw that Huskar Guardian Greave game.
Oh
my goodness.
That was brutal. I feel like it fits the bill for Pugna, though. Gives you that ability to get out of some roots and what have you with the Purge.
He's also really mana intensive, so
the free mech.
I mean, maybe it spells Mana Leak, right? That's pretty good. Mana Leak is ugh.
Radiant structures.
FY,
another solar there.
But the Gus those things down. Envy in a lot of trouble. Snowball gets him inside, but now the Snowball is forced forward. It's going to put Envy in the danger zone too. Super takes a lot of damage with the Soul Assumption, brings down Envy, and now Big Daddy just trying to move through the trees. He's definitely going down here, no doubt about it. It just feels like this lone Druid can't take the heat. It's too much damage.
I don't see the synergy.
I don't either.
I mean, we were wondering what it was going to be, but I didn't expect it to be quite this fast.
It's just insane that they can reliably kill the bear, force Envy to resummon, so FY is like reliably stealing the bear as Ruben. That is
I mean, the way the lanes worked out, having a Drow and 3 ranged heroes versus bear feels like the bear is just useless.
Well, did he end up getting a stout on the bear?
Maybe, I'm sure.
Not that bear, does it?
Yeah,
Never mind.
He's got 2 Quelly Blades.
You have to wait a minute there, Merlini. Pump the brakes. I mean, look how this is 14 minutes into the game, and they are sieging high ground easily. Cloud9, how do they defend this?
They can. They are not defending.
One of the big buffs to the Urza is it can tank tower a lot longer.
Yeah, and that barracks, that's it. 14-minute GG is called.
Day 1 is over.
Day 1, actually the fastest day I think we've ever had, and it's beyond the summit in general, not just related to summits.
At Vici Gaming, through to the top 4, they will face seed number 2 from Group B.
Easiest series or day of Vici's life.
They just steamrolled their way through Group A. They obliterated Rave, obliterated Cloud9.
You know,
they must be pleased with themselves.
I would say so.
They probably feel like they didn't even really play a series. I mean, this was like 20 minutes of gameplay.
Odie, we talked about Vulcan games. This is not the dream for a Vulcan game.
It's dream for me.
Yeah, even for the winning team, they don't get a chance to rack up kills.